Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy GTO, Vice for GTO, man. Looks like the Trump administration, they trying to do a U-turn. Now, they need them people they say are illegal immigrants working in the farm. Now they need them working in the hotels. Now they need them working in the meat factories. And this is not on anything that's, derogatory to any of those people. Me, I always knew those people were needed. My problem is with these people that voted for this administration in office. That's my only problem, is because they acted like none of these things in the rhetoric would not impact them. Now it's impacted them. I know they making phone calls behind the scenes. I heard about one business owner got raided by ICE agents, and he was in tears because so many of his employees were detained. And what we have to understand is this: please don't engage in this type of rhetoric or support this type of rhetoric and then want to do the 360. It's just like with the farmers. Farmers been getting assistance from the government. They just acted like they weren't. They just want to point the finger at the welfare recipients and everybody else. And that's what the big problem with America is now. Even Trump and Elon falling out. Now Trump is saying, look, Elon has gotten so much money from the government. So Elon, who is an American citizen third, we're talking about South African first, Canadian second, American citizen third, and that is in question. I don't know nothing about it, but now people like Steve Bannon and everybody, they talking about like his status as being an American citizen may be in question. But the big thing is he's gotten a lot of money from the American government as far as other countries around the world. And that's why I don't even understand why they classify him as a billionaire. When you're getting government handouts, anybody can be a billionaire. Plain and simple. He wasn't self-made, wasn't none of that. So I don't even like that concept anyway. But it will all come to light. And I've said that before in previous videos. But, if the administration now wants to do a 360, it's going to be a lot of people that will have valid claims, because you can't just pick and choose what type of people you want in the country. I mean, you can in a way, but it's going to open it up to a lot of lawsuits, because now you just want to protect people who work in these certain type of jobs, and then everybody else, they have to go. And it's also funny too, because Elon attached himself to the Trump administration, and then he already knew from the jump, they were talking about bringing coal, manufacturing jobs back, gasoline, all these other things. And Elon, man, you are futuristic. You want electric and all those things. And I'm not saying I'm against it. I love electric, I keep a gas vehicle for backup though, but man, I can't front. But you can't straddle the fence. And this is where everything is starting to come to heads. And now you mad about the budget. You mad because your partner is not going to head NASA. So, and then you got to think about this too. You already made a lot of enemies, Elon. So a lot of stuff coming out. We ain't never heard about you using no drugs and stuff. When you first stepped in the administration, we never heard about all the problems, the scuffles, all these things. Now it's coming out because people really don't like you. And people want you out the way. You don't give that money, they ain't worried about you no more, partner. They just say it like the time for you to go. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I have my own feelings about it. I think it's just messed up. Now you want to do a 360 because people crying, complaining. The farmers crying and complaining. I think I heard them say, man, we got to do something to protect the farmers. Man, that's all welfare. So let's just be honest. If you're going to give them welfare, special cuts, don't talk about cutting Social Security. Don't talk about cutting food stamps to the people who really need it. Just be real across the board. All these people, corporate America on down, been getting welfare. Let's be real. The bailouts, all these other things, that's welfare. Y'all just like to package this up different and say this and this. And that's why I don't get into politics. That's why I don't even waste my mind or energy playing them games. Like, go play with somebody else with that. Y'all play around with them little politics, man. Go play with somebody else with that. Cause I mean, y'all cutting somebody else's health care when y'all got the best health care. Y'all cut y'all health care. Y'all cut y'all benefits off. You know, them pensions and everything y'all got, y'all cut that out the way. Then come talk to me. So the people that get involved with that, man, that's on y'all. Only thing that stuff do is divide you and have you thinking crazy. And you have somebody sitting there speaking that's supposed to represent their constituents that has a golden parachute for them. They just want to make rules for everybody else. They, they straight. So, hey, man, I just want to know y'all thoughts. It's your boy GTO, man. I just want everybody to get along. I just want peace. I just want everybody to be real. You know what I mean? Stand on real business. But, people don't have them principles, morals, and values no more. They just They just talk on both sides. I'm not talking about one side or the other, on both sides. That's why I don't get into it. I ain't gonna say no more. I don't get into it though. And nobody can ever say I was really into it because they ain't no proof. They got voter records, registrations, and all these things. So I dare anybody to find one on me. You feel me? So hey, it's your boy GTO. Vibes with GTO, man. Y'all let me know. Hey, yep.